Okay, Ladino, are you a Muslim, my friend?
I'm an ex-Muslim.
All right. Why you left Islam, my friend?
I left because of so many reasons actually. Because I watched your videos,
Okay.
I got convinced.
And what make you convinced? What is the real reason?
I used to Muhammad. I used to say about him like he's not pedophile and stuff.
Okay.
I used to defend him. Like most Muslims, they used to defend Muhammad,
Uh-huh.
but I realized he was actually married to Aisha when she was 6,
Mm-hmm.
and he had sex with her when she was 9.
Mm. No,
And there's so many other
this is wrong. This
like
is wrong. Muhammad
like everything.
Muhammad he had
Makes sense.
sexual relationship with Aisha at the age of 6, but he did not have intercourse at the age until the age of 9, according to Aisha. So he have sexual
Yeah,
relationship with Aisha since she was 5.
yeah, this is what they told us.
All right.
I am from Syria, actually. You can see my flag.
All right. So
Yeah.
what about your family? Like only you left Islam or the whole family?
No, not only me.
All right.
But I have some friends, I convinced them, but my family is, I didn't tell them it's hard.
Yeah.
I think you're from Syria, so you know the way.
I don't know where I'm from. Sometime according to Muslims, I'm from everywhere. Everyone have different citizenship for me.
Yeah, but I know from your accent you're Syria or Lebanese.
Ah,
So,
okay. Either.
yeah.
No, I speak many dialect actually. Depend I'm talking to whom. Yeah. But anyway,
No,
so
because
so
I'm from Damascus, so I know, our people.
Damascus. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so why your family did not leave Islam yet? I mean, how come you left Islam alone? You were not able to convince your
I
fam.
didn't try to tell them actually, because it's hard, maybe later in the future.
Okay. Well, if you need
Yeah,
any
but
help,
now,
you can invite them here, and I will do my best to help them.
no, they don't know English, only me.
Yeah, but I mean,
They
we
don't
can we can talk to them in the dialect they understand. You know,
Yeah, in Arabic.
no,
I can.
in the Syrian, the one you said Syrian. I can speak
Yeah.
Iraqi, I can speak Syrian, I can speak Egyptian, I can speak any other dialect they want. So if you want, you can invite them here, and I will be happy to talk to them. All
Of
right?
course, of course.
Yeah.
I actually became a Christian, not like an atheist or anything else.
So now you become a Christian.
Yes.
All right. And like, did you read the Bible? And
Of course, I read the Bible, so I know exactly. Like, it's so much better than Quran if you compare it.
we cannot compare. I mean, there is two different. There's nothing to compare. But
It's like the opposite.
yeah, the
The
opposite
Quran
exactly. The opposite. Not is better. It's the opposite. Quran is Islam is in general. It's zero ethic, even though Islam claim to be ethical.
yeah.
Did you hear
It's
about the hadith of breastfeeding for adult?
sorry.
The hadith of breastfeeding for adult.
Yes, I know, of course.
What do you think about it? First time you heard this?
Oh no, most Muslims when they hear this hadith, they say it's not true, it's fake,
No,
it's
this
not
is what.
sahih.
No, this is authentic. This is
Try
very
to,
authentic. No,
no way.
all those hadith are authentic. How they can say it's not?
No, I even might show my friends like it's authentic. They'll
Yeah.
be like, no, no, it's impossible.
In fact,
They just want to convince some.
in fact, this is Quran. This is not only hadith.
Uh,
It was a
even
Quran.
in Quran, yeah, even if they hear the Quran, like Kawa'ib Atraba, like like other stuff,
Uh,
they want to convince.
yeah.
Some of them, actually, but some of them got convinced actually.
Because if you know the hadith about the goat who ate the Quran, there's many
Mm,
hadith confirm that the breastfeed for adult is a verse and it is missing from the Quran. So how they can say
yeah,
this is da'if if this was a Quran anyway?
yeah.
I
I can
cannot.
tell them to watch your videos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, obviously,
some
Islam
of
is
them.
a very cult. It forces women to wear hijab. At the same time, women they give their breast to somebody else.
You can know how bad Islam actually if you watch what's happening in Gaza now. Like you can know how these people think. Like they are really a death cult.
Yeah. Well, in Gaza, I mean, those the people of Gaza are different from the rest of the Muslims. They are, most of them, maybe 90% of them is gang. You know.
The people I talk with from Gaza, they're like more extremists. Not the way people live
No, no, no,
outside.
they
The
aren't
way they
extremists. You know, people of Gaza, they are extremists. They are just gang. They, you know, they have, like you said, you are from Syria. The Palestinians are scattered. They call themselves Palestinian. They are scattered in Lebanon, in Syria, in Jordan. But you will notice that wherever they go, especially if they are from Gaza, they are not welcome, because right away they you know they create gangs and you know, drugs and prostitution, and yeah. So Gaza have a very bad reputation as a place to live in, and very, very bad place to live in. You know, like now when they give them food to assist them, what they do? They rob it. They rob the food. You know, a gang. It's just a gang system, and this is how it is. This is how it is for hundreds of years. So nobody can change it. The police themselves, they are gang. The police, Hamas, they are gang.
Yeah, but actually, I don't like to blame Muslims. I just blame Islam. The problem is the religion itself, not the people. People are
Yeah, well,
ignorant, you know.
we have to blame both at the end of the day, because why you follow something will make you bad. You know.
Yeah, but because I was born as a Muslim, so I like I'm in their
I know.
situation, you know.
But you can change. You can change always. Like even in countries where you know you are forced you to say you are a Muslim, you cannot change. Which means legally you cannot change. Legally you cannot say I'm ex-Muslim, but still you can change yourself. You don't follow Islam. You don't practice this gang religion. This is why you see countries who have Muslims population. But the less they are into Islam, the better the country is. You know. Like as an example, if you go to Emirat, they claim to be Muslims, but Islam is really dead there. I mean, the appearance, the ruler, he claimed to be a Muslim. He built mosque, he donated to mosque, but in the ground, everybody is free to do as he wish. You know.
I know. I have friends there, so I know the reality.
Same.
Also same actually.
No, Saudi Arabia is following the same trend. Tunisia, you know, in Tunisia, Islam is not welcome at all. Like more and more countries are really rejecting Islam, and some countries, they are trying to fight apostasy, but apostasy is coming like waves.
Yeah, but I want to say, like, can you like make your videos in some of them in Arabic, because the Arabic audience is very huge actually.
You see, because I know there is some, they are doing Arabic TV stations and Arabic programs, and very few like me doing in English. So I decide to do what nobody is doing, you know, because most of people who speak Arabic, they are doing Arabic, as you said.
No, but like your way of convincing is better than 90% of
Yeah, I did actually. I did some videos like in Rambo. If you go, you can listen. There's a guy. I think he is from your country. I think his name. I forgot his name. He was making a challenge to Father Zakaria Butros, and I made a challenge for him. He never responded. He don't dare. You know. Yeah, he said he want to debate. So I don't mind. Like if you bring me someone, if you can bring me a sheikh from Syria, Jordan, Egypt, etc., welcome. You know, even we can make the whole debate in Arabic. No problem.
But they are mostly they're idiots. They don't know anything. They're just like you know, Sheikh Sultan. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah. But no. Islam is. This is how Islam is. You see, in the Quran it says, in order to be a scholar, you do not need to know. This is the Quran. So it's not to be a scholar in Islam is to say I believe. If you go to the verses where it says speaking about mutashabihat, all right?
Yeah.
So it says here that those, I don't know if you can see my screen. Did I share my screen yet? No. All right.
No.
Let me share my screen with you. Okay. All right, now can you see it?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So chapter 3, verse number 7, Ali Imran, it says here that the scholars is those who firmly grounded in knowledge, they say we believe in it. So you do not need to have a, like, it's just said, nobody knows what it means. See, nobody knows what they mean save Allah. So how they are ground firmly in knowledge if nobody knows what they mean? Why? Because they say we believe. So all what is required in Islam is not to know, it's just to say we believe, and that make you a scholar. This is why Islam looks so stupid the second you start studying it carefully.
Yeah, most of them, like the sheikhs I met, they're all like idiots, don't know anything.
Even the one who knows, he will hide what he knew because it's embarrassing.
Yeah. No, like I had I like how to say it in English, I don't know. Anyway, like if they're like a scholar who know, it's like the Muslim who know Islam so good, it means he'll either become a terrorist or he'll become like a Sheikh Sultan.
You see, the debating Muslims who knows very well is way easier than debating an ignorant. Because you can corner him and he will not be able to play much. Especially if you have a career, you know, you have a name. But if you debate someone, he is just a kid, he can say whatever he wants. Like there's a guy, his name is Mimi Hijab. He debated a Christian guy, his name is David Wood. Would ask him, your God, Allah have hands, you have foot, you have etc. Mimi Hijab said to him, who said so? He denied. A scholar cannot dare to say that, you know, but he's a street boy, he can say whatever he wants. So debating debating a street kid is way harder than debating a scholar, because a scholar, people will take him accountable for what he said. But when you are a kid, you can say whatever you want, you know.
Yeah, you can just say this hadith is not authentic.
Yeah, you can deny, you can play games, you can do whatever you want, you know. But if you are really truly a scholar, like let us say a big shot, it's not about famous, by the way, it's about being a scholar. And you try to speak, let us say, with decency, if there is any, then that person is way easier to debate from someone. He is a street boy, he can deny anything you show him. Even you show it to him on screen, he will say to you, it's fake. Like as you said, the hadith of breastfeeding for adult, you said they say to you, it is da'if, but this is Quran. You know?
Yeah, I used to do the same actually. So like the problem, most of Muslims are like this. Like you cannot, like you need to just keep. They should like do the research by themselves. Like listen to you, listen to others. This is how they know the reality.
Muslims don't do research. Muslims are lazy to do such a thing. Same time, many, when you show them what Islam is teaching, right away they will go in denial because simply it hurt them. It hurt their feeling.
Exactly.
You know.
This is what I used to do actually. Like that's the reality.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like when you were a Muslim yourself, you were not happy hearing things about Islam and the Quran, right? So you will struggle yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, like how he killed like Zainab bint Huyay and others. Like Zainab bint Huyay, the Jewish woman.
Yeah, he took her from her husband. He killed her father, her brother, her husband, and her tribe. And he made her walk over the dead bodies of those her family. And then he put a tent, not even 2 miles away, and he raped her there.
Yeah. No, the problem is even if you try to convince it's okay, it's never okay, you know. But some people, they say it doesn't happen. Some of them, they say
no. You see, as long Muhammad he did it, as long Muhammad did it, like don't touch Muhammad. Muhammad, he can do whatever he wants. You say to him, okay, the Prophet, if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her. Do you accept him to do that to your wife? He says, so what? You know, I will be honored. I heard that many times.
Yes.
You know, so they accept to be pimps. You know, they don't even dare. Yeah, they don't dare.
He's the cult leader, and they are like the followers. That's a problem.
Yeah,
like he's their God. Actually, he's not. Allah is not their God.
Exactly. This is why if you insult Allah, nobody will kill you. But if you insult Muhammad,
you can insult him. No one cares. But if you insult Muhammad, they will hunt you down.
Yeah, you say Muhammad, exactly. Like you make a big because they don't worship Allah, they worship Muhammad.
Yeah,
الله
that's why every day we
الله
are forced to do this.
وملائكته يصلون على النبي.
Mm.
Allah and His angels are praying on the Prophet. So Muhammad became the center of the
Yeah,
world, and he commanded all the Muslims to pray on Muhammad too, not only Allah, Allah, the angels. And then
yeah,
and to fix it, they say, no, no, it means a blessing, send them blessing. But anyone who speaks Arabic like you know very well
yeah.
that yusalluna mean they pray. What a blessing.
Yeah,
Blessing is totally different word in Arabic.
yeah.
Yeah. But
No,
take it.
even every time they mention his name, we should say Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. You know the
They
way.
don't dare because they're scared. Who dare to say that? You have to say Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam right away because, actually once, I don't know if you ever saw, once I called an Islamic TV station.
Mm.
It was live on air, satellite. So I called them. I said, "Sallu ala nabi, Allahumma salli wa sallam." And then I said, "Zidu salah ala nabi, Allahumma salli wa sallam." That to translate. So guys, I called them in the TV and I said, "Pray on the Prophet." So those sheikhs on the TV, they start praying on the Prophet. And then I said,
Mm.
"Increase the prayer on the Prophet," and they start sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then I said, "Wazidu alayhi salata wa salam." So I spent 5-10 minutes just saying zero salah wa sallu alayhi wa, and they don't even dare to say to me stop.
Yes.
They don't dare. They don't dare to say that. What's wrong with you? Come on, what a question? Why you call us? But I stopped at the end because people behind me, they were in the floor laughing.
Yeah.
They will hear their laugh. So I just showed them
Yeah.
how coward they are. I keep saying to them, pray on the Prophet. Allahumma salli wa sallam. Zidu salata ala nabi. Allahumma salli wa sallam. Zidu wa zidu salata ala nabi. Wa barakallahu biman salla ala nabi. They don't dare to say to me, what is the question, man? Why you call us? But as long as you are saying to them, pray on the Prophet, they will keep praying on the Prophet until tomorrow, until you give up. Because if they say to you, stop, then people will be upset.
Yeah, because they are robots, like
They are,
they are just it's a cult.
they are fear.
Cannot
They
say.
fear. No, it's not about robot. It's a fear. It's the fear.
Yeah,
Who dare to say, a man, he is saying to them, Allahu Akbar. A man saying to them, pray on the Prophet, and they say to him, stop. They might kill them. They
yeah,
might kill them.
yeah,
Yeah, a bunch of dummies. What we can
yeah.
say.
But the problem I see, like in Europe, like they are taking over and stuff, which is like it's not actually a good thing.
Uh,
Like how they destroyed our countries, now they want to destroy Europe, which is very like bad.
yeah, but I think in Europe they will leave Islam sooner or later. Slowly they will leave
Mm.
Islam. A lot
No,
of
but in
Muslims are
Britain,
leaving.
I feel like they're praying the streets and stuff. They're like they make this unnecessary stuff they do.
Still, they will leave Islam. It's just a matter of time. They think,
Yeah,
you see, like when you bring the first generation, second generation, third generation, then those people will not care for Islam, and they will notice slowly that Islam is nothing but a cult. So they might think they are going to make a difference and change, but the fact they are the first one to be changing, like you.
mm.
Obviously you are now not living in Syria, right? So what
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
You left to the West. You left Islam and you became a Christian. There's a lot of people like you.
No, but I don't live in the West. But anyway,
Yeah, without saying where you are, but I mean, there's a lot of people who they are,
yeah,
leaving Islam left and right. Even at Jazeera TV, they made a video a long time ago, actually, about 16,000 Muslims leave Islam a day, just in one
mm.
territory, a day, not a year, a day. You know.
But they mostly leave the like become atheist. It's better if they
No,
become
no, no.
Christians. So
The
that
program, they were not talking about atheists. They were talking only 16,000 become Christians a day. You can search it right
yes.
now. You can search it in Jazeera TV, and you can find
But
it.
in what
And,
country?
it's the program is a Sharia wal Hayat,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
they have supposedly the center of Da'wah in Africa, and he was explaining that nobody have the right to make a Muslim leave Islam. Nobody. The Muslim have the right to make people leave Islam, but nobody have the right to make Muslim leave Islam. So he was speaking.
yeah,
They were crying of 16,000 Muslims leave Islam to Christianity a day, and according to the
yeah.
calculation, he said 6 million a year. A year.
6 million.
Yes,
But
yes.
in what country?
This is just they say this is just in Africa.
Mm.
Yeah. So And there's videos like with Mufti Ming and etc. They were talking about the avalanche of people leaving Islam. You know,
Yeah.
so many, they keep saying now they are Muslim because they are under the influence of society, shame. People might shame them, but in reality, everybody is out of Islam already.
No, and my advice, if the best way to destroy this thing is like to destroy their dream of getting caliphate, you know, like the Islamist groups like Hamas, like ISIS, all these
No, they don't want
groups,
those. They don't want caliphate.
Muslim
If they
Brotherhood.
have a caliphate, they will not make money.
Yeah.
You
No, they
see,
are keep
if,
dreaming about
if
this,
they
like
have a no,
keep
no, this
on,
is this is just for speeches. If there is a
yeah,
caliphate, you see, you said you are from Syria.
yeah,
The Umayyad, Bani Umayyah,
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
they killed the one who invaded Spain. Why they killed
mm,
him? Because he was not sending enough money. They thought he is stealing. Where is the money? Send us more money. So when you have a caliphate, those little ones like Hamas, they will not make money. The caliphate will suck
yeah,
all the vacuum, all the money will go there. So they will never let such a thing happen. Same time, the Muslims are very much divided. I mean, they kill each other everywhere. Like, if you search right now in Hamas, how
mm.
many they killed, how they took over Gaza. Do you know?
They fought with the Fatah and they
Yeah,
just took over.
they killed everybody from Fatah. There's a group,
Mm.
I forgot the name of them, they are Mujahideen. Hamas, they cornered them, they slaughtered them all. So this is how Islam is since the time of Muhammad. Everybody kill
Yeah,
everybody. Aisha, she took an army to kill Ali and his family, as you know. And the
yeah,
Muslim, they took an army to kill all the family of Muhammad, and they did. And the Caliphate, all of them, they kill each other. Who killed Uthman? Who killed all those so-called Caliphate? This is a gang religion. It's not religion.
yeah. It's a gang.
Yeah. All right, my
No,
friend.
but now in the Hamas, I know like Hamas problem is just related to Qatar. You know, if they deal with Qatar, it's done for them.
Well,
The Qatar is the
Hamas,
main.
Hamas is funded by Qatar. Qatar used them. Qatar is
Yeah,
a Muslim Brotherhood, and
yeah,
all of them they are under the
and
umbrella of Turkey. Turkey. Erdogan,
yeah,
he had a dream to control your country, Syria.
yeah,
Like when the civil war started, the terrorists they took over. So he was
yeah,
he was hoping that those Islamists will take over Syria, and then he will extend his ruling to Turkey and Syria. Like when they take over, they say, okay, we will become united with Turkey, and
mm,
that will be the core of a caliphate of Erdogan. And then they will extend to Jordan, and they were planning to take over Egypt. If you remember when the war in Syria started, the one who
yeah,
the
yeah.
president of Egypt was a Muslim Brotherhood, and
Yeah, but they got beaten.
and the Muslim of the president of Tunisia was a Muslim Brotherhood, and
Yeah,
The American they were planning under Obama to make the president of Libya a Muslim Brotherhood. So
yeah,
the dream was of Erdogan is to extend the Ottoman Empire all the way through Syria, Jordan, Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, and even to Morocco. And they were preparing themselves to do a coup against the Saudi family and
yeah.
Emirat to take over the oil too. But they failed. The Saudi and the Emirati, they were able to discover the conspiracy, and they start arresting the Muslim Brotherhood, and then they pump a lot of money in Egypt, and they were able to destroy the Muslim Brotherhood government. So now they have the new president who is totally anti-Muslim Brotherhood, and the other screwdriver Erdogan he got, it was the Russian. When the Russian came to Syria, his dream collapsed totally.
Yeah. And also in Egypt now they want to the president he want to like hang all the Muslim Brotherhood leaders who's still
Yeah, they
alive.
are hanging them. I mean, they don't need to hang them. They are killing them behind doors.
Yeah.
You know how those countries are. The one who go to the secret police, nobody will see him again. you
Yeah,
know?
he will disappear.
Yeah, bye-bye. Like if you go to the police just to say, where's my son? They say, what son? We never saw him here. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Bye-bye, yeah.
Especially if you're Islamist or like extremist.
All
They hate you
Islamists, all
more.
Islamic extremists or not, all of them, they are dictators. All of
Yeah.
them. Yeah, there's no Muslim country like Saudi Arabia, Emirat, Bahrain, Qatar, Syria, Iraq, everybody, the same.
Yeah. But Saudi, they're doing great actually in battling this. Like they're
Yeah,
opening
Saudi, they
up.
are doing great. Like if a guy speak against them, they make him shish kebab in the embassy.
Yeah.
They are better.
Yeah.
You
No,
are,
I'm better. I mean, like against Islamists.
yeah. This guy is changing a lot of things. I agree with you.
Yeah.
The first thing he did, he canceled the Islamic police. No more police of Sharia in the street forcing people to
Yeah.
pray to Allah. The one who want to pray, he pray. The one who want to go to, and now there is nightclub in Saudi Arabia. There's theaters. There's parties. Women they are driving. Yeah, things is
Yeah.
changing so fast. Yeah, God is good.
Yeah.
I hope soon we will have our churches in Saudi Arabia. I'm sure we will.
It might maybe.
We will. It's just a matter
Yeah.
of time. We will. All right, my
Yeah.
friend. Thank you for joining us. And if you
Thank
can
you.
if you can invite any sheikhs to debate me, I will be happy. If he said to
Of
you
course.
if he said to you he don't speak English, I'm willing to do it in Arabic in any dialect you speak: Iraqi, Egyptian, Syrian, Jordanian, Palestinian. Yeah,
Yeah. All right.
shakumaku. All
All
right,
right. Nice to meet you.
all right,
All
brother.
right.
Take care.
Bye.
All right, Jay. What do you want to say to us? You came back, Jay.
I just wanted to say, I tagged you with the video title. Do you wanna like what? He has like two videos. He has a short one, which is like 30 minutes. Do you wanna go over that one?
I'm not going to play it right now because YouTube they flag my videos when I play videos. So I will watch it, and maybe we can go only when we are in Rumble only, so we can play it and we can laugh. So just give me the title of the video, post it, and maybe,
Yeah.
or
Okay,
you can
okay.
email it to me in here in the Discord. I will check it out later.
Wait, so you can't play it on Discord because you'll get
No,
flagged?
I can, but in Discord I can. But in YouTube, they flag my videos for copyright. Muslim they like me, and YouTube hate me. So.
Oh, I don't think this one's copyright. I
No,
don't, I
no,
don't
no. It's
know.
not. It's not. Trust me, it's not. But YouTube, they want to find any excuse to flag my account. That's all. That's why I have to be careful. They treat me differently because
Oh, I tagged you.
I don't agree with their guidelines. You know. So yeah, they have different treatment for me. Like now, if you watch my video on YouTube, you will see that I have, let's say, like I finish, I have 1,000 like, then the view is 100. Have you ever heard of a thing like this? How the like of the video is 1,000, and then the view is 100. I mean, how you can give a like without clicking at the video? You have to click at the video first, which means there's a view. So the view, usually, like the like will be like maybe from every 100 people, maybe 10 they will click like, right? So if you have 1,000 like, you should have 10,000 view, not the opposite. So just wait later, you will see. You will see how many like, and then you will see that the view is way later, less. So they hide the my view, and they try to make it like nobody is watching, etc. But we know.
It's called shadow ban.
Yeah. They can push you in the top. They can hide you. They can, like I go live, nobody receive notification. I have, and in YouTube I have 156,000 subscribers, and yet nobody receive notification. How that is possible doesn't make sense. Yeah. Anyway, you
Are
just
you on YouTube right now?
you can. Yeah, I'm in YouTube right now. Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see it? I tagged you.
All right. You can. The admin will send it to me anyway. Just post it in the chat, and later I will check it out. And when we go only a Rumble, I will play it, and we can laugh. Okay, so the video, the Bukhari, not so sahih. Mufti Abu. Okay, there's no need to send it to me. I remember another name. I will search it myself. So Al-Bukhari is not so sahih. But all the story of Mufti Mink is coming from Al-Bukhari. Same
No, it's not Mufti Mink. It's Mufti Abu Layth. He's someone else.
Mufti Abu Layth is nobody. I mean, this is just like this guy is a kid. I thought you were saying Mufti Mink. I was like strange. Mufti Abu Layth is just a kid. You know, those were street boys. If the guy called him some Mufti, doesn't make him Mufti. I mean, this guy is like this guy Uthman. He don't even know how to read the Quran. He don't even know how to read 2 verses in the Quran. He called himself Sheikh.
No, but Mufti Abu Layth is like he can read. He's good.
He can read Arabic?
Yeah, really good. But he sounds like
yeah, but this guy Uthman, he called himself Sheikh, and you know, but he can't even read. There's a video made by Muslims, 100 mistakes of Sheikh Uthman reading Quran. 100 mistake, you know, and 100 mistake is not just a mistake like about you know, he's changing the word. He's adding letters. He's even adding new words, you know.
Yeah.
So and yet you know, he called himself Sheikh. Like, I don't know. So like these days, anybody is Sheikh, and the one who is a Sheikh is not no more. You say to them Sahih Bukhari, they say Al-Bukhari is not Sheikh, man. Sheikh Uthman is Sheikh. Al-Bukhari is not a Sheikh, you know. Yeah, so that's why we laugh at them. This guy Abu Layth, he have a video of himself holding the umbrella. Did you watch it?
Wait, who?
Abu Layth, the one you mentioned his name.
What did he do?
He made a video speaking about the Sahih Hadith. And he opened the umbrella. Did you see it? He opened the umbrella. Did you see it?
Mufti Abu Layth? No, I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was talking about the hadith where Allah sent rain like a sperm from under his throne.
Yeah, I know, but Mufti Abu Layth doesn't accept those hadith. He rejects them all.
Yeah, but you know, here you see the hypocrisy. Who are you to accept?
No. He says that the chain is not good. He says the reason why.
Who is he to speak of the chain? Is he like qualified? If the hadith there is accepted,
yeah, he is. He's a mufti.
No, he's not. He's just you know, an idiot. He's just a kid.
No, he actually is a mufti. What do you mean?
No, he's not a sheikh. He's not a mufti. Okay, are you saying he have degrees in Islam?
Yeah.
What his degrees?
He's he has the title of mufti because he studied under a guy, but I forgot his name.
I think, you see, first of all, mufti, it doesn't the title like to have it. It's an official title. It's not just because you study under somebody you get it. That is not what mufti is. And usually mufti is someone he is approved by government too, Islamic government, and you have to have a certificate of it.
He's from Pakistan.
Yeah, I doubted that he is anywhere close to be knowledgeable about Islam. Yeah.
No, he actually is, because he's asked what's it called, Farid Raswan, Yasser Qadi, a lot of people to debate on Bukhari.
Yeah, but those
like
but who said Yasser Qadi is a scholar? Yasser Qadi is a street boy too. All of those. Yeah, Yasser Qadi, he have a degree in engineering. He is not a scholar in Islam. What he have to do? What his studies have to do with Islam anyway? So, Fifi, this guy is a kid, you know. I mean, this guy, he made 107 videos, lies, Christian Prince, but you don't dare even to say to me one, to call me or let me call him. There are a bunch of kids. Not everyone, my friend, say that he is a scholar. He is. Like Yasser Qadi, did you watch his video about Gog and Magog?
Oh yeah, I know that video. Yeah.
Okay, one video he says it is not impossible that there is hundreds of thousands of millions under the ground. Another video he says it is impossible. If you believe in that, I don't know what to say. You know? So how is a scholar? What happened? That he was learning, you know, then he was convinced, and then he learned more, and now he is not convinced. This is not how scholars they are. Scholar is the person who reached already the top of the knowledge, where he can confirm what he believes. Not someone, he say this today and he say the opposite a week after, you know, because he found that this is can't be true. So obviously he is not a scholar. I have nothing to do, you know, as I know, I think he have a master degree in engineering or something like that. He have nothing to do with Islam or, but he, you know, Muslim they call him Ustad, so he's Ustad, you know, the same as those in Indonesia. In Indonesia, they bring them.
Actually, do you know?
Go ahead.
Do you know who Jonathan Brown is?
No.
Yeah, he's an actual like scholar. If you look him up, Jonathan Brown and Mufti Abu Layth, he challenged him to defend Bukhari, and the guy said no. He was too scared.
Jonathan Brown is a Muslim scholar.
Yeah.
How he is his name is Jonathan is a Muslim scholar.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
No, you can because simply obviously he is not a Muslim no more because you cannot accept the names of those who they call them kuffar. You are a Muslim now. Secondly, this if this Jonathan he refused to defeat Mufti Abu Layth. I mean, how weak he is. I mean, what kind of a scholar he is. He cannot even debate Mufti Abu Layth. Bring him to me, this Mufti Abu Layth. I will make him shish kebab in 2 seconds. So why a scholar would
no, he's actually good, man.
No. You know.
Because he won't accept any of the hadiths like that
My
make
friend,
bad.
he don't accept it because it's an embarrassing, not because he is good, but because it is so stupid to accept. But it is accepted. Like, you know, if I show you now, like now, the hadith in front of us, do he accept this? He cannot say no because this is authentic. So if he's saying we have tons,
he can prove it's not authentic.
No, he cannot. No, he cannot. You see, this is what the Muslim. This is called taqiyya, tawriya, all kind of names.
No, but in the video, I told you to watch. He actually.
Okay, I have an offer for you to ask him to join us. I will speak to him nice, and let us see how much knowledge he has and what he can deny. Deal?
I don't know how to reach him.
You watch the video, tell him Christian Prince he invite you to join him live, you know, tell him he promised me to, you know, to be nice to you, and we want to see how good knowledge you are, you know, we want to see how he can refute us at least. I mean, how come he can refute Muslims but he cannot refute a Christian?
Mr. CP?
Yes.
This guy, this so-called Mufti Abu Layth or something like that. Joseph, is that Naheem Ajmal you are talking about? Because he's Pakistani as far as I know.
Yeah, he is Pakistani, yeah.
Mr. CP, as far as I know, this
don't
guy,
call me Mr. my friend. I'm your brother. Just call me CP, Christian. You know? No need for
okay,
Mr.
Brother.
All right.
As far as I know, he was criticized by conservative scholars for having, let's say, unconventional criminal things or something like that. He is, to be honest, a Nova. He was criticized by Islamic scholars.
You know, you see, Muslims. Let me tell you, Muslims, in order to put somebody down, they can fabricate news about you, they can fabricate stories, they can frame you. The second you oppose them, they will try to make you the devil. You know, we know them. So we cannot take what those people say. Like now they are saying the criminal activities, blah, blah, blah. This is what they do. Anyone, like Abu Lahab, the uncle of Muhammad, Muslim, they draw him like the devil. But yes. The funny is, like once I said to a Muslim, is that really how Abu Lahab looked like? He said, yes. I said, how do you know? I mean, did you see his picture? He said, anyway, he's evil. And he is, he is very ugly. We have description. I said, well, if this is a description, and he is the uncle of Muhammad, then Muhammad should look the same. Isn't it him from the same family? You know? He said, no. The Prophet looks so good. The Prophet looks so good. What are you talking about? We have this. I said, but they are the same family. If he is if he's the uncle, you know, so they have to be very close in the look. So they draw the man, they make him look so weird, so, you know, disgusting, so scary. All of this because he opposed Muhammad. So you oppose them, they will make an image of you, look like the devil. They accuse you of a crimes. They try to frame you, but we know that they lie. You know, I cannot take really what a Muslim says against a Muslim or against a Christian, because they always lie.
They are butchering each other, so no wonder.
Yeah, but I mean, this is their tradition. That's you know, when there is someone they don't like the Quran. The Quran is a book of bully. The Quran, Allah supposedly made a chapter about Abu Lahab, right?
Yes, it was chapter 111 as far as
yeah. So if Allah Himself is a bully, can't Allah refute the guy? What this is about? His wife, she will wear a robe around her neck, and you know they will carry wood. What the heck is that? You know.
I mean, why God needs someone to bully? I cannot understand.
Can't Allah shut him up? Can't Allah make him mute? You know, make a miracle. So instead, Allah he start making rap around him, and it's funny. I mean, the whole chapter is so silly and it doesn't make any sense. And you know, how this can be is even God. Imagine God, he go to his office, and then he say, you know, shame on the hand of Abu Lahab and his wife, and you know, they are going to carry wood for fire, and the rope will be around their neck. Look, in her neck, the wife of Abu Lahab, a twisted rope of masad. And you know, what is this? This is God talking. What about you refute them? Isn't it the Quran says Allah guide who He will and misguide who He will guide them? You know? So if they are misguided, obviously they are misguided by Allah. If they are guided, the Muslim, they say they are guided by Allah. So why Allah upset from someone He misguide?
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, why they are cursing, or Allah is cursing Abu Lahab? As
yeah, because if the Quran confirmed that Allah He guide who He will, and He misguide who He will, correct?
You mean Surah An-Nahl, Ayah 1?
No, not only there's tons, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, there's tons. It's like the whole Quran based on this idea that Allah He guide who He will, and He misguide who He will. Like chapter 13, verse number 27. قُلْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُضِلُّ مَنْ يَشَاءُ وَيُهْدِي إِلَيْهِ مَنْ أَنَابَ. So say Allah, He is the one who misguide who He will, and guide to him who He will. Okay, same, you know. Actually, in chapter 16, verse number 37, very funny. Allah is saying to Muhammad, are you going to guide the one who Allah misguide? Like what? So Allah is saying to Muhammad, are you going to guide the one who I misguide? The one I misguide, nobody can guide, don't even try. So here Muhammad, showing his frustration, claiming that he could not make them guided, not because he is not a prophet and he's no, because Allah is the one who did it. But here you notice why Allah sent Muhammad to those people who they are misguided if we don't want him to guide them. Isn't the Quran a different verse? It says that Muhammad is a sirajan muniran, you know, a light for the world. So is Muhammad a guide or misguide? Obviously Muhammad, he have no job, because the one who guide is Allah, and Muhammad have no job. But this is different from chapter 33, verse number 46. It is the opposite. Here he is a guidance for mankind. He's a light, actually. Muhammad, Allah, He compare Muhammad to Himself. The Quran says Allah is the light of the world, trying to copy Jesus. Here, suddenly Muhammad became equal to Allah, and he is the light for guidance. So the Quran is very stupid. And this is why, you know, those who they claim that they have knowledge, they will debate about things is silly. Like they can debate about this hadith is authentic, not authentic. They can try to cover it up. They can try to put dust on it or undust it. It's up to the agenda. But when it's come to anyone read the Quran a little bit carefully, you will see the Quran beat every teaching in the world. And I am here. If there's any Muslim here would like to join us, we have somebody, his name Awaz Al-Haq. He's a Muslim, I guess. Go ahead, Awaz. Are you a Muslim, my friend? Are you a Muslim, Awaz? Awaz is gone.
Maybe internet problems.
Yeah, no problem. But as you see, I mean, what they will say now, this is a Da'if Quran. The sun set in murky water. They say what? It appeared to him, brother. Appeared to him. You know. But hold on. Where is the word appear? Are you saying to me that Allah, he forgot to add the word appear? If it appear, can't Allah say the word appear to him? No, no. Brother, this is not reflective. What perspective? What perspective? I mean, the verse is so clear. He saw the sun sitting in murky water. And not only that, he found where the sun set and he found where the sun rise. So, so they try to cover it up. And they say to you that the Quran is the Quran itself says that this is a book which is with the clear details, you know. So
and why they need tafsirs and hadiths if it is clear?
No, actually, in fact, having tafsir is a proof the Quran to be. Why? Because of the Quran says the Quran is explained. Chapter 6, verse number 55, as an example. Chapter 6, verse number 97. Chapter 6, verse number 98. Chapter 6, verse 126. Chapter 7, verse number 32. Chapter 7, verse number 52. Chapter 7, number 32. 174. All of this says Allah, He explained the Quran very well. So, how would Allah, He confirmed that the Quran is so explained? And then we need 1,000 explanation to explain the explained by Allah. Imagine I'm God. Who can explain things better than me? Nobody. Then the God who He claimed, He explained His book in the clear details. Because His explaining is so good, we need 1,000,000 explanation. And the explanation they agree about not to agree. What does verse meaning? The only thing the Muslims agree upon is not to agree about what Allah meant by this Quran. What happened to this guy, the Muslim guy, with the flag of ISIS? His horse collapsed. The Muslim, they want to fight America with their horses. Okay, my friend, come here, Jonah. Go ahead, Ahak. Awaz, go. Are you going to talk, Awaz? Say inshallah. If you don't say inshallah, Allah will not let you talk. He forgot to say inshallah. This is what happened to Prophet Solomon. Police be upon him. He decided to have sex with 100 women. After having sex with all of them, boom, 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 Allah did not give him any baby except a half baby. Why? Because he forgot to say Allah, inshallah. This is why, by the way, if I want to do anything, yes, Awaz, we hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Awaz, we heard you. You can't talk. Go ahead, my friend. Are you there? Well, maybe he's playing games, I don't know. So Suleiman, He had sex with all those women, but he made a big mistake. He forgot to say inshallah. For me, anything I say, I have to say inshallah. I go to the bathroom, inshallah. Things come easy. You know? Inshallah. You know? In the Middle East, like you have a hole in the front of your house, you call the city. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Wa alaikum assalam. Brother, I have a hole which exists in the front of my house since I was 6 years old, and I am now 40. Can you please come? Inshallah, brother. Tomorrow, inshallah. Brother, we called you 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and you told us inshallah. And you keep saying inshallah tomorrow. Brother, did tomorrow come? Tomorrow is a new day. Inshallah tomorrow. Don't be angry, brother. So the guy, he have a picture of himself next to the hole when he was 6 years old. And then he have a picture for himself when he is 40 years old. And still they say to him, inshallah, they will fix it. This is why the Middle East will never work. Because they are waiting for Allah to fix it. Go ahead, Awaz. We don't hear you, man.
You're running away from me. Show me one error in Quran and I'll leave Islam.
One error?
Yes.
Okay. Which is your favorite chapter in the Quran?
Surah Al-Baqarah.
Al-Baqarah? That's wonderful. Okay, let's go to Al-Baqarah. Why you choose Al-Baqarah?
It's my favorite.
Okay. Verse number 1. Tell me what that verse means.
What translation do you have?
I don't care. I mean, translation of what? I mean, there's nothing to translate. I just said, you said to me, show me one error in the Quran. And you said to me Al-Baqarah. So I did not even look in that chapter. I said, okay, let's start with verse number 1. Verse number 1 mean what? What is this verse?
Alif, Lam, Mim.
You said you need translation for this. Okay, translate for us. Everybody heard you saying, what translation? Translate Alif Lam Mim for me.
This is a word that only Allah knows.
So why Allah, He gave you something only Allah knows? What the point?
Some say to protect the Quran. I don't know, really. I mean, it's not an error. It's just we don't know it.
No, it's an error because it cannot be. Those are first, they are letters. They are not even words. Secondly, if you look with me here, it says that this is a miracle. How letters, they are Arabic letters, are miracles. I can say now H-O-M-A-O-Y. Did I make a miracle already?
I don't know what kind of miracle is that, but it's not an error.
So, no, this is an error because simply God, you see, I just showed you the Quran saying that Allah, He made the Quran clear. So if Allah, He made the Quran clear, and then you say to me, I do not know what this is about, right? So
okay, here's the thing. Let me explain. So we just recently discovered gravity. Maybe this is related to something we'll discover in future.
In the future.
Not an error.
But yeah, but you know what? In the Quran, it says Allah, He explained the Quran. So how Allah explained the Quran, and then, you know, we Muslims don't understand the Quran. So was the Quran a book of guidance or a book of confusion? Okay, let us go to a different thing in the Quran, in chapter of Al-Baqarah. Do you know why Al-Baqarah is called Al-Baqarah?
The chapter of the cow, because one of the cow was required to, they were worshipping a cow.
Worshipping a cow. No, that's not the reason.
And it was to destroy that practice. They showed that that God asked them to kill what? Go ahead.
No. You said this is your favorite chapter. The reason, because your God is a Hindu, and he cannot practice his... Yeah, he's a Hindu. I will show you. Your God, He cannot raise a human being from death unless he use beef. Read the verse with me.
This is true.
Chapter 2, verse number 73. Jesus did not use beef. Did Jesus use beef to beat a guy and bring him back to life? Listen.
They're the reason. There's a reason
Okay,
why.
give me the reason why Allah used beef to raise people from death. Go ahead.
Okay, the reason is that these people were worshiping cows like Hindus do. So he wanted to show that, hey, you got to kill the cow.
That's
If you
false.
kill it,
No,
they won't.
no. What are you talking about? In fact, it is your God who chose a specific a cow, and she have to be a virgin, and she is sexy. Do you see it here? It says they ask him. There's a guy. He was killed, and they want to find out who is the one who killed him. So Allah, he told them, Allah told you to slaughter a cow. This is not a cow they are worshipping. They said to him, are you making fun of us? Are you making fun of us? What is this? We are asking you who killed this man. You tell us to slaughter a cow. And then your God, he told them how the cow looked like and how it is description. Like, she have to be certain details, certain description about it, even the color, etc., and the age. And then they slaughtered the cow, and then your God told Moses to beat the guy with the beef. So why Allah used the beef to raise a person from death?
It's to show these people that God controls the cows, not the other way around.
He controls the cows. But I thought Allah in the Quran, he said, if you want to do something, he said, be is going to be. Correct?
Yes. So this one is like God was teaching them lesson because they were worshiping God. I mean, sorry, they were worshiping cow.
Okay, well, hold on. But what worshiping cow? My friend. If Allah, he said things by saying be and it was, fayakun, right?
Yeah.
So how Allah now, he broke his command. If you want Allah something to happen, all those verses says, kun fayakun, kun fayakun. So, so if we want something to happen, we say, be is going to be. So those people, they want to examine Moses, and he says a prophet, and his God is powerful. So they say to him, can you tell us who is the one who killed this guy? Moses told Allah. Allah told Moses to go and slaughter a cow and beat the dead guy with beef. You said to me, he want to teach them something. Well, Jesus, he raised people from death. He did not use beef. And that, if I use material, to beat a man, what is that? For what? Isn't it Allah? Who is going to resurrect the dead guy? Is it the cow or Allah?
Of course, it's God, Allah.
Okay, so what the cow for?
To show them that God, it's just a piece of meat. Cow is not really.
No, you just made them believe that the cow have power to raise people from death, because he did beat the dead with the cow, not with Allah.
Yeah, but he made them kill the cow.
What kill the cow? This is different. This is not a cow they are worshiping, as you say. This is false. Don't make things up. This is a cow. He described for them how it looked like. Don't you see? Can you read? Do you know how to read?
Yes. Okay. This is not an error still. It's just understanding.
No, if Allah, he said in the Quran, if you want something to happen, he said he is going to be, then there's no need to beat the guy with the beef. And why beef? Why beef? Why beef?
To show them that cow is just beef. It's just a piece of meat.
To show them that Allah. So,
it's still not an error.
But hold on. The verse, if you read the verse carefully, it says that, and this is how Allah, he raised people from death. Correct?
Yes.
All right. How Allah will raise people from death in the day of judgment? This way. He will beat people with beef. It says, that's how Allah, he raised people from death. It's in front of you. This is how Allah bring people from death. He just showed them how he do it. By beating people by beef. Your beefy God, he cannot raise people from death unless he use beef. It's gone. Bye-bye. I know, of course. Christian Prince is a coward and is scared. He's terrified, Christian Prince. I think he was afraid I'm going to use the beef I have in my freezer. In fact, I don't have any beef, to be honest with you.
Or it is pray time for him.
It's expensive these days. Sorry?
Or he has to pray.
Ah, you have to pray. Ah, what a big fat lie. I mean, you have to pray. You have to pray. You have to pray or eat beef. Yes, brother. Go ahead.
It is a political question, if you don't mind.
Political?
Mm.
Ask me this question when I live in the Middle East, so they can kill me. Okay, what is the question?
What do you think about communism?
You know, communism is the idea as an idea. It is appealing because simply what they claim about that we should not have poor and rich and make people equal. Yeah. So everybody own everything. The idea sounds good, but what is behind the idea is the opposite. So you go to any communist country, you see those who they are in control of the government. They are the one who drive the most expensive cars. They are the one who they are the billionaires. They are the ones who their children are in the West, living with villas and Ferrari, and people are struggling even to find food to eat. So communist, as an idea, it is just an idea, never real. If you go to China right now, in China they say there is communist, but where is the communist in China? Who is the owner of Alibaba? I mean, this guy he own, I don't know how. So high, big buildings. So it's called communist. But so where is the communist? Where is the communist in the communist country? When I went to China, I was expecting people riding donkeys. Because it's a communist country. I found nothing but Porsche, very rich, filthy, rich people, expensive villas, high buildings owned by one man, you know. So in the appearance, it is a communist, but behind the door, it is capitalism, and it is ugly capitalism. If you go right now and search prostitution in China, you will see the ugly face of communism. People, they are selling their daughter for sex. So if the communists really were able to do rescue the poor, so why the poor are increasing there, and why the rich are becoming bigger and bigger, you know? So it is just a way to control people and to take their freedom away. And the communists, by the way, it's not necessarily to be in a communist country. It can be in a country like America. So like now in America, there is a new wave of those who they call themselves progressive, socialist. But in fact, they are communists too. So they want to use capitalism, and in the same time, the tool will be socialism. So in order to control, they convince the crowd that if they come to the office, they will make your life better. They will give you free insurance. Everything will be free. But we know that it is nothing in this life is free. Even your funeral, you have to pay for it. In fact, I posted a video about a real documentary, how the Chinese government, they forced poor Chinese to pay a lot of money to bury a dead man. You can't even bury your own family member unless you pay the government a very huge amount of tax. I mean, they make you pay when you are dead. So communism is just a big fat lie. They try to make it appear to be about justice, equality, everybody equal to everybody, but in reality, you will see how they live. When I was in school, I go outside, I see the Chinese boys who they have the most fancy cars, and then when I talk to them, I find that their fathers, they work in the government in China. They are not businessmen. They are government. This guy, his father is a minister. This guy, his father is an ambassador. This guy, his father is in the Department of Economy, whatever, So all of them, they are sons of government official, People in China, they are struggling. Their daughters are selling their daughter for sex and prostitution. And those sons of those officials, they are living the fancy life in USA. So always communist, you know, they to fool the crowd. It's a cult. Any cult, in order to make you give them control, they have to convince you. In order to convince you, they have to give you reasons. So the idea have to be good. The idea have to sound good. So we say to you, look, there's Bill Gates. I mean, why he have a lot of money? It's not right. This is not right. One person, he owned more than 10 million American. Is it right that Elon Musk, he owned more than 50 million American? This is not right. So we will take all the money and we give it to everybody. But when they come to the government, they give nobody money. It is them. All what they did, they just took the money and spread it to the gang, the new gang. All right?
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing good in it. And not to mention here, they use communism to subdue and to harass freedoms, in all kind of freedom, religion freedom, freedom of speech. So how you claiming that you are going to make everybody equal, but only people who support you, they can talk.
So the theory and the reality contradict themselves.
The theory is a fake theory. The theory is fake. You know, it's like somebody saying to you, there is a Muslim, supposedly he's a historian and discovery guy, Ibn Battuta. This guy is a big fat liar. So he said he went to an island and he found in this island only women. And those women, all of them, they have 3 boobs. Okay, so now this guy, he just created a fantasy. If I can make people believe in it, and I'm going to make an army to go and find this island. Let us say in our way we have to occupy Iraq, we have to occupy Iran, we have to occupy Pakistan, because we are going to that island, you know. So I make them believe that there is such an island. People, they are willing to die for it because it sounds nice. Listen, men, they like to have an island. There's only women there. For me, I would be scared, actually. So, and those women, they have 3 boobs. Not only like the average women. We are sick of the 2 boobs. 2? Finally, we have a new species. 3 boobs. So I can convince you to join my army because now you are dreaming to live in the state of 3 boobs. In our way, we are going to conquer those countries. So you die in your way, and I'm still the leader. And you are dreaming about the 3 boobs. So the communist is just a fantasy of 3 boobs and never exist.
So like a fairy tale.
It's just to fool people. It's like putting a carrot in the front of a donkey to make him just keep walking, hoping he will bite it.
No, okay, I understand.
Yeah. And always you need to remember that success in society is based in motive. If there is no motive, everything die. Like, if you are now going to get salary, you work or not, why you will go to work? You don't, right?
Yes.
So if I give you a job now, you go to the company, well, you work, you don't work, they will pay you, it's a government. And that will make the government and all department collapse. And this is why always communism end in a horrible... This is why the Soviet Union collapsed.
Because of their weak economic.
Because there's no economy at all. The economy, everybody depends on the government and nobody doing his job. When you have a motive, everybody work. The farmer, he work because he need to make money so he can eat. The guy who is in the store, he go early because simply he can make more money. The nurse, the doctor, you have to give a motive. If there's no motive, there's no success. Like you see, even when God, he created man and women. He did not create man and women and let them just let go. He created desire inside them. So the man desired the women. So if there's no motive, which is the desire, no man will sleep with the women. Nobody. Imagine there's no desire and there's no sexual joy. So why in the world any man or woman, they will sleep together? Nobody will do it. And then the whole world will collapse because there's no reproduction. The human race will die. So the desire is the motive. The man, but this is real desire, not fake, you know. This is real. Because it's real, it is successful. The communist, they have a fake desire, and then as soon they take over, they don't even care for the desire no more. They care because now they are in control. Who dare to say no? You dare to say no, they will kill you. They are the same as the Islamist, same as Islam. Either you agree with us and you live, or you don't agree with us, we kill you. All right?
Yes, I understand. As you said, it's like Islam. Only they have different beliefs or different ideologies.
Actually, Muhammad, he was trying to make himself like a communist in the beginning. If you see Muhammad, he keeps saying, talking about, the poor. But Muhammad, he don't like the poor. Like we know the chapter of Al-A'ma, you know, the blind man, chapter of Abasa. Yeah. So when a blind man, he come to Muhammad, according to the Muslim explanation, it says that Muhammad, he was angry from him. He fawned in his face because he was afraid that the rich people of Quraysh will say, look who is the one who's talking to him. This poor blind man. You see, a blind man is not only poor because he's blind, he's poor literally because you don't have income, you cannot make money, you're blind, you know. So usually in the society, when somebody is blind, he's going to turn to be a beggar or somebody like his family support him. So he's the lowest between the poor. So Muhammad, he was so upset when this guy came because he, according to the Muslim explanation, he was speaking to the rich people of Quraysh. But this guy was asking about God and religion, so he can take opportunity to explain to him, and at the same time the rich people of Quraysh would hear. No, but because Muhammad is interested on the rich, not on the poor. If he can convert the rich, that will make him be a leader. He needs their support. What the poor guy can do? Nothing, you know. That's why Muhammad, he promised certain people heaven because they are rich, like Uthman. So
yes.
Yeah, so communist and Muhammad, they are the same. They speak in the name of the poor, but they are the last one who care for the poor. When Muhammad, he died, his daughter Fatima, which I believe she is not his daughter, she had a fight with Umar over a town. Fatima, she was in control of a town, which means all the chicken, all the goat, all the money, all the taxes, all the people owned by her. Okay, how she got this money? I mean, this guy, the Muslim, they say to you, Muhammad, he was poor, his neighbor was a Jew, he borrowed money from him. I mean, how his daughter, she owned a city, and then Umar, he stripped her from that city. So it's a gang. In the beginning, they speak about good, and we will, you know, like we are speaking for equality and etc. But then Muhammad, he take the best of the booty. Muhammad, if his eyes fall into a woman, her husband must divorce her. Muhammad, he can have any women he want. He don't even have to pay dowry. He have a privilege, 16 privilege. More than 11 of them is about sex and money. So
you would think he's a warlord or something like that. I mean, what's 16 privileges? Are we a prophet or are we a warlord?
Yeah, always the privilege is always meant that you are above people, right? So communist is the same. Communist is the same. Those who they are in control, they are the one who have the privilege. Those who they are not are the trash. The second we speak about privilege, then there is higher and lower. In the story of when it's come to Jesus, he washed the feet of his disciple. His disciple in the beginning, they refused. They said, I will not let you do that. I mean, they worship him, and he is going to wash their feet. He told them, if you don't let me do it, you don't belong to me. And if you cannot be a servant, you cannot be a master. So Christ, he brought equality, the real equality between people. I am your master, and to be your master, I have to be your servant. In every others is the opposite. The master will be served. In Christianity, the master is the servant. And imagine Jesus himself. He told them that he is a servant. And he washed their feet for a reason. To show them, don't think you are better than anyone. If you want to be with me, you have to be a servant. And then you will become a master. Not because you have a privilege. The only privilege you have is you being a servant. That is a privilege in Christianity. The privilege is to serve. People love you. In others, you will be served. And Muhammad have 16 privilege, all of them about sex and money.
Yes, I mean, you can see the difference. Jesus Christ, he didn't care about property, money, women, or something like that. Unless Muhammad, he want everything what has to do with material things, let's say.
Yeah, because he's a gang leader, the same as the communists. They don't care for God. They care for material, and they control. They come to the office. They never leave until somebody kill them. The dictator come, he stay, and Islam is a dictator religion. One guy, he control anyone who oppose him, slaughter him, cut his head, cut his neck. Just say one word. Anything.
Yeah, there are a lot of similarities. Okay, then I understand. My final question is, if you don't mind, CP brother, I would like to ask you, what do you think about Ataturk?
Well, Ataturk, he found that his country is collapsing and in the cave time because the Ottoman Empire focused only on the worth of the Sultan, but did not focus in changing the people to be more civil. So he tried as an atheist, supposedly, to fix the country. But, he forgot something very important, that if you don't change the education system, and if you don't close the mosques totally, the country can go back to the cave time again very easy. And this is exactly now what's going through. So after all the time he was trying to fix, and actually one of the things he did to stay away from Islam is to not use letters, which is Arabic. The Turkish, they used to use Arabic letters. Turkish as a language don't have letters. So they were using our letters as Arabic. And he decided to stay away from the Arabic, hoping that that will make him more close to Europe, and he will make his country more civil and more accepted. But there is something very important, that most of the rural area, like the area which is far away from big cities, those is still, the education is in the mosque, sheikhs and Quran and propaganda. And then the money of Saudi Arabia start coming to Turkey, and the influence of the Islamists from Qatar and their money, and they sponsor those groups, and they get influence, and slowly they were able to take over the government. And now they are in the government, and it's very hard to get rid of them. But I believe that Turkey sooner or later will go back to Ataturk method, because they will notice that the Islamists, they brought nothing but big failure. Turkey in the time of Ataturk was way better than Turkey today, and nothing changed. Bars is open, homosexual everywhere, nightclubs, don't just even mention it, drugs, prostitution. I mean, they asked the minister of religion in Turkey, how come you don't close the bars? He said, who's going to pay for our salary? If we close bars and etc., this is what bring the tourism, sex tourists, etc. So a huge income to Turkey is coming from sex tourism. So if they close it, the country already is bankrupt. Turkey have no money. So the situation of the land, this is why now Erdogan actually, he is trying his best. Like Saudi Arabia is his enemies. He wanna go after them. He wanna this crown prince is a criminal, etc. And then the same for Emirat and the same for Egypt because they are against Muslim Brotherhood. But then because his economy is collapsing, he kissed their ass to fix the relationship with them, and now he bring them to invest in his country, buy villas, buy land, buy manufacture, open here, because his country is totally bankrupt. Turkey have no future. You know, the currency of Turkey. If you look at the currency, it is messed up. You know, and there is no future.
Brother, sorry that I interrupt you. I'm living in Europe. I don't want to tell you where I live. And if I see €1 is already over 30 Turkish lira, I'm amazed. I mean, what the hell is going on with my home country? Because I have Turkish roots, that's why. But
Turkey, because you see, because the economy, you see, the economy have to have bases, and Turkey don't have any basis of economy, and because simply there's a lot of corruption. So when the country make money, when
religion is also a part of the problem. I mean,
corruption involve everything. So when like now, when ISIS they control the oil of Syria and Iraq, the son-in-law of Erdogan is the one who was buying the oil and sell it in Turkey. He was making a lot of money. Did Turkey get the benefit of this? No. Erdogan and his family. So Turkey should have like the privilege now. They are getting oil for nothing. ISIS, they were selling the barrel of oil for $5 when the price was 65. So they are making $60 right away out of the pocket, you know, for nothing. So where is the money going? They stole the oil of Syria. They stole the oil of. They stole even the ancient antique of Syria and Iraq from ISIS. They bought everything from them. They even ripped cities in Syria. They took all the manufacturers, the machines. They took cars. They took tractors. They ripped the country. Where is the money? It's gone to the hands of the gang of Erdogan, his family, his leaders. You have to bribe everybody, you know. But the country will stay poor because corruption is the method of life. At the same time, because nobody trusts the economy in Turkey, even if there's a Turkish guy, he have money, he will never keep his money in Turkey because he might open his eyes in the morning and he find that all the banks in Turkey are bankrupt.
Are gone.
Yeah. So this is why the currency is like almost like a toilet paper and have zero value. So sooner or later, and you know, for me, if you have family in Turkey, you said you are originally Turkish.
Yes.
I saw a dream. Now, I'm not a prophet. I'm not claiming to be, you know, but I saw a dream about a very massive earthquake is coming to Turkey and is going to shake the land as never ever before, and a lot of people will die.
Are you talking about Istanbul?
Huh?
Are you talking about Istanbul? Because
I did not see where. I saw Turkey only. I said Turkey. I don't know. I don't know what city really. But in the dream, I saw Turkish people screaming, crying, people dying everywhere. The earth was moving like waves of ocean. And I saw that more than once, actually. And usually, you know, things might happen. I don't claim to be a prophet, but this is my dream. So if you have a family, you better warn them.
Yes, that's a huge problem for me because I have really a lot of families in Turkey.
Yeah, we don't want people to get harmed, but this is what I saw. And actually, I saw a dream before, and then that earthquake happened. But I'm not sure really if that earthquake was part of the dream because the earthquake I saw is really, really massive. I think it's way bigger than what happened already a year ago. So I think this one is going to be really scary, very bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope it will be good for my country, at least for now. I mean, I will pray for my country or for every people in the world, because this world is already messed up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we are trying our best to do our little part, to make things right.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for everything. And have a good day, Principal.
You too, take care.